From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, October the 20th, 2022. A group of Jewish right-wing extremists from nearby settlements attacked 4 IDF soldiers with pepper spray when the soldiers tried to stop them from throwing stones at Palestinian cars overnight last night in the West Bank. This happened in 2 locations near the Palestinian town of Huwara, while the extremists were taking part in violent riots. The Times of Israel cited a statement from the IDF saying the troops were attacked violently, including with pepper spray from several settlers toward the troops. As a result, the commander of the unit was injured along with another soldier. Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid said the Jewish rioters who violently attacked the IDF soldiers in Huwara tonight are dangerous criminals who must be denounced and brought to justice without hesitation and with all severity. They endanger the lives of our soldiers and they harm the state of Israel. Condemnation was heard from across the political spectrum. Opposition leader and former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu wrote, "I strongly condemn the violence against IDF soldiers and call on the security forces to bring the perpetrators to justice." IDF Chief of Staff Major General Ellie Cohanim said it is unthinkable that IDF soldiers who defend diligently and devotedly will be violently attacked by settlers, calling it shameful and disgraceful criminal behavior, which requires swift and strict justice. And Public Security Minister Omer Bar-Lev called the attack on the soldiers an act of terrorism in every way. 2 suspects have been arrested so far. And Lapid's office said that he spoke with Ukrainian Foreign Affairs Minister Dmytro Kuleba this evening, that the Prime Minister was updated in the call on the war in Ukraine and emphasized Israel's standing by the Ukrainian people. Also that in the conversation, Prime Minister Lapid emphasized the deep concern about the military relationship between Iran and Russia. As we reported to you, Ukraine said it would ask Israel for air defense assistance. And yesterday, Defense Minister Benny Gantz said Israel could provide defense alert systems, but not weapons. Gantz was supposed to speak with his Ukrainian counterpart today, but Ynet reports that call was postponed. Israel's President Isaac Herzog sent a letter today to all chairs of the various political parties running in Israel's upcoming national elections, which are just 12 days away, urging respect in their speech and campaigning as the November 1st date draws near, and to accept the results of the elections. The Times of Israel reports Herzog noting a discernible rise in physical and verbal violence in the streets and on social media, asked the party leaders to set a personal example. He wrote, "I beseech you to forcefully condemn and rebuke all incitement and violence if they arise, especially if they come from the ranks of your supporters. Let us not forget for a moment," Herzog said, "that what unites us is greater than what divides us, and that the day after the elections, we will also all need to continue living here together." And by the way, we will have an election special for you tonight at 6:30, right after this newscast. Israel's Special Olympics Games got underway today, and Herzog shared that the torch we are lighting today at the President's house announces the opening of the Special Olympics National Games, with the participation of 1,000 Israeli athletes with special needs, from which those who will represent us, he wrote, at the World Games to be held this summer in Berlin, will be chosen. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Thursday, October the 20th at 7:30. Ellie Cohanim speaks with Yoseph Haddad, an Arab-Israeli activist whose organization Together Vouch for Each Other aims to enhance the connection between the Arab sector and the rest of Israeli society. At 8 o'clock, Jonathan Tobin is joined by Behnam Ben Taleblu, Senior Fellow of the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, to talk about the Iran protests and more. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Yossi Klein Halevi on L'chaim. At 10, Erez Sherman speaks with basketball coach Matt Sayman on how his journey of loss, tragedy, and perseverance helped him build the foundations for an NCAA championship. And coming up next, as I mentioned, get a closer look at the upcoming Israeli elections with Mark Golub and Shahar Azani. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, October the 20th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.